tell that. Okay, I'm in mute. No, I was speaking here. Anyway, so I think so. I started the recording. Anyway, I will explain again. So we need to create a folder called meta-env. I think so all created a folder called meta-env. I think so all created a folder called meta-env and a persistent.xml. So how to share this file with you in the chat? I go to chat. Where is chat? Chat. So here I'm sharing the file. Can you all copy this file to your, I'm going to share this file, desktop, C, Java FSD training, Where is this? Properties. So loan banking, Hibernate JPA, in that loan banking, Hibernate JPA. Okay. So go here, chat, your computer, document, C, Java FSD, loan banking, Hibernate JPA. So if I click here and type L, I will get it. L, where is that? Loan banking, Hibernate JPA. Boss. Here, workspace, sorry, this one workspace, Java training, loan banking, workspace Java training. C colon, workspace Java training, loan banking JPA, meta-env. I'm going to choose this one. Let me go here. Chat, where is chat? Chat. So C colon, workspace, training, loan banking, meta-env, open. So I send the file. Can you all copy that file to the folder, meta-env folder? I think so all created on meta-env folder. I think so all created one folder, META, not underscore hyphen, very important. And copy this file to the, so we completed the third step. So what is the third step here? How come? Okay, so now create CREATE, create MET meta hyphen INF, create meta-env folder, then create CREATE, create PRSISTENC persistent file. Create persistent.xml file. I think it's all done. Okay. Can you all open your persistent.xml? So what is can you all change this one? Your port number is 3306 by default if you didn't change during installation. So what is the database that you created? Give that name. What is the thing I created here? TRADB. So I gave here. Can you all change your database name? What is your database name? TRADB. So in localhost. So in localhost 3306 is the port number. Anyway, when you read JDBC at the time, I have explained about localhost 3306, all those things. Anyway. See here, then 15th line, change, there's a root, is the username, change your password. What is my password? My password is, I think so, my password is PASSWORD. I gave PASSWORD as password. So if you have given your different name, then you give the name here, change, not here, not here. This one is the name. Here you have to change the actual value in value, not in the name. In the value, change the password. So you can have two kind of a configuration. So this is one kind of configuration, and another one for if it needed, you can have two configuration. But anyway, now we are not going to use. So we are going to, what is the name? Core banking. You can give anything here. So I make it as a core banking. So loan banking or any name. So this name. I think so all done. All have some basic idea about what is all things. What is Hibernate dialect, Hibernate show SQL, Java x.persistent.password, Java x.persistent.username, JDBC username. You all have some idea about URL. This is a driver. Okay, anyway. You might have got some, you might have a lot of doubt, but anyway, now as of now, try to understand. We will, all this will get rectified as we go. Is all done. I think so, all done up to here. So now what is the next step? Next step, we know what is Hibernate JPA. We have created Maven project. Then we imported jar files, Hibernate jar files, MySQL driver jar files using Maven dependencies. Then we created meta in a folder, create a persistent.xml. Now what is the thing that we have to do? Next we need to do, we need to create the entity. Entity, already we saw what is an entity. Entity will have both the table name and column name. We are going to create entity. So already we know, already I showed you one entity. Now I'm going to show another one entity here. So here program, basic program. Yesterday itself, I told you this is an entity in Hibernate. I explained basic things. I think so all can understand to some extent. So if you're not understanding, probably I will share another video, basic video, which is the first video. So if you see that video, you can understand. This is the second video. And now we are in third video. Okay. This one is the third video. What we done before is the second video. Okay. This is an entity class. So people who joined today may not understand a little bit. Okay. Anyway, this is the entity. Yesterday itself, I explained you. So what is this one? All your entity. If you say entity, what is the meaning in JPA? This class will have table name and the column name, and this will contain all the related details, how to create a table, where the value should go to in the table, all the information are given here. So if you see my first video, which I'm going to share, probably will get an idea about all the basic things. Okay, now all will know something about this entity, right? What is the first private ID, then second column? If you didn't give what, so here you are creating CID one variable, register number, contact number. Maybe if it is confusing you, we can create a new one. Maybe if it is confusing you, we can create a new one. So probably otherwise we will create one entity. So after that we will make this one to store the value. Can you all create? So can you all go and create one package? Can you all go and create one package? We'll create. Okay, we'll create one. So here SRC main Java. So what are the folders are available as per Maven? There will be a folder called SRC in that main, in the Java. There is SRC main resource and there is SRC test Java. SRC test Java. So meta-env, where is meta-env? Our meta-env. Our meta-env is the wrong place. You should be inside a SRC main resource. Our meta-env is the wrong place. Can you move this one to your SRC main resource? Can you all move this one? I think so. Is it right? Copy, paste. See, this is where it should be. This is the wrong place. So your meta. Okay. So your meta-env and persist.xml file should be inside SRC main resource. Can you all move, copy and paste here, delete the existing one. So now let me open this one. So if you have existing all close, you will otherwise you will make mistake. Close all, then open. Otherwise it will point to some other things. So now this is the one. Now it is under SRC main resource, SRC main resource. Where is this? Okay, here. Sorry, I deleted that. Okay, anyway, I'll delete this one. Okay, no, that's not an issue. Okay, here. So my SRC, my meta-NF and persistent is SRC main resource. Can you all go and create one package here? Create one package. I think it's all done. So your persistent.xml is under SRC main resources. So in SRC main Java, you write all the Java class. In SRC main Java, write all your Java class. Right click, new. Can you all create one class? Before that, create one package. Can you all create a package? Com, new, package. Package can be anything. New package. See, right click, new package. What is the package name? Remove this one. Com dot. You can give any name to be meaningful. I'm giving it as com. It's industry standard. Com dot loan, LOAN. It can be anything. Dot ENTITY. Anything, any name. So now we are creating a package called entity, which is inside a folder loan and which is inside a com. Finish. Com.loan.entity. Any name you can give any com, A, B, C, D instead of COM. But to be meaningful, industry standard, meaning com and loan is the project name and the entity. We are going to create an entity in this folder. Com.loan.entity. Okay, right click, new. Can you all create one class? Create a class. Maybe product, PRODUCT, product. Finish. I created one class called product.java. This is a class. Can you all create one class called product.java? First letter capital, always. From tomorrow, I'll go fast because this is the first one. So we are going step by step. Tomorrow and all, I will explain with my existing class. So today, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, all our concept will get completed. Hibernate will be completed and we will cover all these things. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay, so we created a product. So we are going to create entity, right? All your entity. What does the entity will have? Entity will have class name, table name, column name, and other information. Okay. Now we are going to do annotate with @entity. See @entity, ENTITY entity. You are getting error, right? Control Shift O, Control Shift O, Control Shift O, or else right click on this one, right click on this one. So you are going to import this class from javax.persistent package. JavaX, not other things. You should not use other things. JavaX.persistent, very important. See here, JavaX.persistent, very important. So you are going to store product ID, string, right? INT. Product ID, product ST, RING string, PRODUCT, product, NAME, product name, price. So these are all the values that I am going to get from the screen. Product ID, product name, and product price. Product name and product price, I'm going to get it. These are the three values that will be stored in database. So now what we done, we want to store three value: ID, product name, and the price. This is our intention. To the table, we want to create these 3 values. So now you give 3 values. Okay. So what in which table it is going to store? You can give table name. If you are not going to give table name, this will be taken as a table name. Your class will be taken as a table. Now you don't need to give. So let the table name be product. And your column name, if you didn't give column name, say for example, here, right? So last of now leave it product ID, product name, and price. Okay. Go all, can you all create getter setter method? Right click. If not, I will put it in chat also. So I created 3 variable. I think so all created 3 variable. So create getter setter method. Create getter setter method. Source, see here, right click. Here, right click. Here, keep your mouse here, right click. So here, source. Generate getter setter. See here, either you choose like this or select all. Select all. Click select all. If you are getting doubt, let me know. See, all getter setter method are created. All should come up to here. If you have any doubt, let me know. I think so all came up to here. Controllers. I think so all created this one. Only 3. And if you right click and show source getter setter, then it will create. It's a tool that is helping us to do all these things. This STS tool. Same way Eclipse also provides. Okay, now we done this one. Now we are going to write code to connect to database and store the value. Okay, already yesterday itself I told you this is the code to store to database. See here, you need to create factory. Yesterday I explained. You need to create entity manager. Yesterday I explained. You need to start the transaction. Little bit I explained. So here this is the entity, and you are placing all the value. Placing all the value. So here entity persist. This is to persist a value. All the things you got some idea about. I think so. So what it is an entity, and you are going to pass to entity manager, and your transaction commit here begin, here commit, entity close the transaction. So there is a catch, and finally you know what is catch and what finally, because you learn Java. Probably if you learn, when you read my videos, you will understand all these things, why catch, finally, all those things, and why we are closing all these things here. What is the use of finally is a very basic question interview. So tell about something related to exception handling. It's very, very important. Okay, now what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to copy this one, copy, and I'm going to paste it in my product, paste. Okay, let me open this one. Open, let me change to save product. I'll give this file, no need to type. So here, see, here, this is different, and the table name is, file name is different. So you right click here, rename to save product. So now you see changed here. It also changed. Okay, so here, what is the thing that we have? We have product, P-R-O-D-U-C-T, product. P-R-O-D-U-C-T, product. So what are all the values inside the product in our case? So we will ask the Hibernate to generate the ID. We will set only the product name and price. So now product, this one. I created an object, P-R-O-D-U-C-T, product. So here, this is a default, factory, entity manager, transaction, begin. Okay, so here I created product dot P-R-O-D-U-C-T, product dot set. Why I'm doing, I want to set the value to the object. What is the value I want to set? Name. What is the name? Can someone give the name? Product. I am going to buy some product, say Amazon. So maybe HP laptop. HP laptop. What is the price? PRODUCT. What is the price dot set? What is the use of this set method? To set the value into the object. So price may be 40,000. 40,000. That's all. So here to entity manager, you need to give this, so that this Hibernate, right? This is an Hibernate you are creating. So this one will, what is the use of this line? This line will use this one and create the information. Using this information, using the persistent.xml information, see core banking. Where is the core banking in persistent.xml? See here, core banking. So using this information, this method, when this runs, using persistent.xml, it will create a factory. From factory, see here, from factory, I'm creating an object called entity manager. So entity manager dot get transaction. I'm getting the transaction. Then I'm beginning the transaction. See here, I'm going to give the to entity managers. I'm going to give to Hibernate, store this value to the database. That's all. So I ask Hibernate to store the value. Now Hibernate will store the value. From where it will take the database name, table name, from the entity. So if you didn't give a table name, if you are not giving, this one will be taken as a table name. If you are not going to give a table name, say like this. See, if you didn't give something like this, it will take class name as a table name. First, we will go with the class name as a table name. Okay. So now this one, if I run this one, it should store a value into the database. Maybe I may get one single problem. So I need to tell the generated value, this one. Product. So I'm going to inform to Hibernate, whatever I'm going to inform to Hibernate. See here, what is the meaning of this one? Generate value for this column automatically. I'll explain. There are a number of other things also there. And this is the ID. Running out of time. That meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. So again, you can rejoin. Probably we will spend around half an hour in that third meeting. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of @ID? So in database, it is a primary key, right? Unique key. Primary key. If you don't know what is database, what is primary key, leave as of now. Probably will spend some time. So this one, you are making sure that this is an ID attribute, meaning this is a primary key in the table, primary key. And this is a column. And you are asking Hibernate to create value for this. That's why you didn't give value for this one, but you gave value for this and this here. So here we gave name and a price, but we didn't give value for ID because we asked Hibernate to create. So this is the way we inform to Hibernate, generate the value for this variable. And we are going to make this as an ID because this is going to be the primary key. That is primary key. Okay. So now let me run this one and see whether we could be able to save the value. Run. How to run this one? Run Java application. Run as Java application. See here, it is saved successfully. See who created this? See, create table product. Table is created by Hibernate JPA. And see insert into product. It inserted the value. Let me go to database and let me refresh this one. Refresh this one. Yeah, CTDB, not CTDB. See here. Did I get anything here? Why I didn't get anything here? Maybe I changed it in some other place. Did I change it in some other place? Persist.xml. See, it is pointing to IQDB. TRADB. Control S. Let me run. Right click. Run as Java application. See, it is created. Now let me refresh this one. See, table here, go here, product table is created. Who created? Hibernate, because we informed Hibernate. How does Hibernate know that it has to create a product? Because in persist.xml, we informed update, meaning if there is no table, create table. So that's the meaning of this one. Anyway, I'll give more information on this. So now see here, right click on this one, select rows limited, this one. Can you all click this one? You got this one. Right, so double click, now it will select. Once it is selected, run this one. See here, product 40,000 HP laptop. How does this is generated? Because Hibernate generated automatically. So price HP laptop. Can you all do this one? I give this, let me share this program to you people. And I think so. What is the com.loan.entity is the package name. If you have created same thing, it will work properly. So in chat, I'm going to send this one. Chat, I'm going to send the program. JPA core banking, SRC, main, Java, com, loan, entity, save product. Yeah, I sent. Can you all download that? Have you all created one package called com.loan.entity? So if you are feeling it difficult, if you don't know Java, then it will be difficult. Probably we will plan accordingly. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll have a Java class and I will explain. No Java class. You are all going to use my YouTube videos and read. Complete that. So as soon as possible, otherwise you may not be able to understand. Anyway, I send the code there. Can you all copy the code and paste into this folder? Create one package called com.load.entity. So there is only 8 minutes. Do it fast. At least all should have completed by up to this one. So right click. Once after that, right click. So what are the things that I think so you all changed in persist.xml accordingly. Username changed, password changed, database name changed. Then here, right click, run as. You should see a record in the table. So very important. All remember. Anyway, I'll give a proper document where you can read all those things. Somewhere there is a problem, boss. Here. Okay. So now all these things are done. Create entity, create entity entity, done. Only 5 minutes is there. Create save entity. Yeah, I think so. All done up to this. Could you able to see the record? Can anyone share your screen? Only 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes is there.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the file XML file is not show as.
So did you have your file here? Do you have the file under SRC main resources meta-inf
Yes,
inside
sir.
that persist.xml?
Sir, so, showing something HTTP XML XML ns.jcp. Not
Okay.
like that, sir.
Okay. Anyway, now there is only 4 minutes. Can you share your screen? How about others? Are you getting the result or are you getting error? Ping in chat who are getting who got the result. Can you share your screen? Anyway, there is only 4 minutes past.
Sir, host disabled to participant screen sharing.
Host disabled to participant screen sharing. Control annotation. Maybe in Zoom, no, you can do right. In Zoom, you can do. So, okay, here chat. Yeah, so chat participants. So, Samir, right?
Yeah, sir.
Make a host. If I make host, you can do it. Okay. Now, do you want to change the host to Samir? Okay. Maybe there is only 3 minutes. Okay. We will reconnect at the time you can share. So only 3 minutes.
Okay, sir.
So how about others? Who got the answer? Could anyone get a success in storing your value to the table? Or if it is the error, what is the error you're getting? So these are all set up. So anyone got the answer? If it is error, what is the error you are getting? Can you ping me on chat? Anyway, I'll give all this code also so that you can use this code directly. So there is one point I will, so what I do now, I will stop the recording and also end the meeting. So you all people can rejoin. You all rejoin. Stop recording. Then how to do this?